All right, guys, so today I kind of wanted to make a video talking about duty belt setups, whether you're new to law enforcement, getting into law enforcement. Wanted to go over kind of what works for me and understand that this is, it's a way, it's not the way. People have different body types and you're gonna have to ultimately find what works best for you. For example, a bigger guy is gonna have more real estate on his duty belt than say a small female. Or if you work in an agency that has like a traditional class B type uniform where you have to fit all of your gear on your belt, that's going to impact your setup as from, guys who work at an agency that has an outer carrier. I try and keep mine pretty streamlined. I don't keep a lot on it, just for comfort and weight. I try to keep it pretty simple, and keep everything else that's not absolutely essential on my outer carrier. So we'll start up here at the front. Up here on the right side in the front, I keep a cat tourniquet that I can access with either my strong hand, my support hand, and I keep it orientated horizontal instead of vertical. That way it doesn't interfere with my outer carrier when I'm getting out in and out of vehicles or anything like that. And one note that I will say about the cat tourniquets is that I see a lot of people with their tourniquets stowed like this. And while that looks neat and uniform, the issue you're going to run into is that if you ever have to actually apply that tourniquet, once you cinch down the windlass, you're going to have to stow the windlass. So you're going to apply the tourniquet, cinch it down, use the windlass, and then you're going to run into this still right here. And then you're going to have to use a fine motor skill to remove this, secure the windlass, and then re-cinch it down. So do yourself a favor and kind of set yourself up for success and stow your tourniquet like this. Just stage it so that it's ready to go when you need to secure the windlass down. I realize it doesn't look as neat like that, but it's going to make life easier for you. Moving back, this is a Safariland ALS holster. I don't really know if very many guys in law enforcement that are using holsters other than Safariland. I know some people here and there use Blackhawk, but Safariland's, in my opinion, the best manufacturer out there and the one that I trust. Something with the Safariland is I really like these QLS forks here. What this does is it allows you to completely remove the holster so that if you're sitting down doing paperwork and you want to be a little more comfortable, you can take the entire holster off with your weapon in there. Or if you're booking somebody into jail and you don't want to take just your weapon off and secure that in the lockbox, you can take the entire holster off with your weapon secured inside of it and lock this in your vehicle or in the lockbox at the jail. So I highly recommend these Safariland QLS forks. Moving back, right behind my holster, I carry one set of handcuffs, and the handcuffs that are my favorite are the Peerless Ultralights. I think I got these for like 40 bucks at the Handcuff Warehouse. And what they will do for you is up to a certain amount of like characters, they will engrave your name, badge number, whatever you want on the handcuffs. That way there's no more issues of booking somebody to jail and your best set of handcuffs disappear. There's not that, oh hey, sorry, I thought those were my cuffs, accidentally took your best cuffs type thing. So get those engraved. And one thing I will say about the Peerless as opposed to the ASP cuffs is that the ASP cuffs I've seen before, and many DT instructors will tell you that they can come out of alignment here. If you're fighting somebody into cuffs, there's a possibility that it can come out of alignment because they're not reinforced up here. So that's kind of another one of those things. Do yourself a favor and stick with like Smith & Wesson or Peerless or a company that isn't going to have that issue, because these are all metal reinforced. I guess I could, if I really wanted to, try and force these out of alignment, but it's much more difficult than with the ASP cuffs. Moving on from there, I don't keep anything in the small of my back. I like to keep this open for sitting, just for comfort, sitting in vehicles and things like that. I don't keep anything back there. Up here to my mag pouches, these are the S-Tac Kiwis. S-Tac has been around for a long time making mag pouches. In my opinion, they're the best mag pouch on the market in terms of retention and ease of draw, things like that. But what people may not know is that fairly recently, they started making like this fake leather material in either like this matte black or like a basket weave for law enforcement guys, whereas previously they were just like the canvas material. Something I will say about these S-Tac mag pouches though, rotate that, you can see that these are the 2-inch belt loops here that I got with these. And this is a 2-inch duty belt. And the issue that I ran into is that I believe that the belt loops are like right on the money, 2 inches themselves. And I had a really difficult time installing these mag pouches because there was no like clearance space between the belt loop and the belt itself. So something I would have liked to see from them is maybe make their belt loops a little, just a tiny bit larger so that you can install them a little bit easier on the belt. But nonetheless, I still think that these are the best mag pouches on the market. You should check those out. Moving forward, this is a Blade Tech holster for the X2 Taser. I have this canted just for ease of draw also, so that it doesn't interfere with my outer vest or outer carrier. At my previous agency, I used a Blackhawk holster for the X2 Taser, and I like that a lot more. I think it was better built, had better retention. I think the Blade Techs are just kind of cheaply made in my opinion. Like the thumb brake here isn't a super, I guess, durable part. And then when you actually have the Taser installed in here, this hood does not operate very smoothly. I think it's just kind of clunky. I'm not a big fan of it, but I mean, that's just kind of how it is sometimes. You're issued gear and you just got to make the best of it. So that's all that I keep in my duty belt. All the other equipment that I need is on my outer carrier. So if you guys would like to see a separate video on that, let me know and I can go over kind of how I set my outer carrier up and what's there. Or even if you have questions about, well, what do you keep in your patrol bag? What do you keep in your vehicle? Let me know. Maybe we can do a separate video on that. If you have any questions about what I keep on my belt, why I keep it there, why it's orientated a certain way, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.